Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Pretty much my whole life, my dad regularly listened to the Dave Ramsey radio show. On every road trip it was played, so that name has always been a constant in my life. But in the last 2 years since I've graduated college, I've spent a lot of time reading finance books, just watching a lot of other YouTube videos about finances and millennial money. That's a big name that gets thrown around now because of CNBC's Make It channel. Anyway, so today I'm going to show you guys my first time ever cash envelope stuffing. It is the first time I've ever done it, so I am definitely on a learning curve right now. And I'm also going to give you some tips about what I've learned so far, just trying to plan for such a thing. So my number one recommendation when you start off wanting to cash envelope stuff is to understand where your money goes. So in order to do this, I would recommend you going back and looking at 1 month's previous spending, and that includes your credit card if you have one, a debit card, any cash basically that's come in or out of your bank or in and out of your wallet over the last month, to understand what your spending patterns are and to identify what you realistically need to budget for the coming month. I was really surprised when I did this. You'll see soon when I cash envelope stuff that I put a lot away from my daily convenience store stop. My number two recommendation when you start cash envelope stuffing is to set realistic financial goals and write them down. When you're first starting off, it's important to choose goals that you can realistically hit in this coming month to understand and get the satisfaction of meeting your goals. And in the future, if you continue to set goals, you are capable of achieving your goals. My number three and my final recommendation, if you're going to start paying in all cash, is to use Excel or a pen, paper, and calculator to decide how much money you want to spend and in what quantity of bills. I'm going to give you a stupid example of how this can really impact how you spend every month. Let's say you've decided to budget $100 for clothing. You might decide, I'll take out $100 in ones and use that as all my clothing money for this month. Well, you might go to Target and you look at your clothing envelope and it's freaking thick. You have $100 in ones, you're stuffed. So you think, $20 shirt there, $15 pair of shoes there, on and on and on. And before you know it, you're shoveling out all this money and it doesn't feel like much because it's $1 bills. But by the end of your shopping trip, you might be only left with 30 bucks. If you have a $100 bill, one single bill that you've allocated for clothing, you might go to the store, let's say it's American Eagle, and you see a pair of jeans you really like, and that pair of jeans is 50 bucks. You might have some type of feeling about handing over one $100 bill and splitting your entire clothing budget in half just over one pair of jeans. Let's get into the way I am going to stuff my envelopes this month. This is a coupon organizer I bought from Target. I actually bought it about a month ago, which is when I decided I wanted to start envelope stuffing. This isn't an envelope obviously, but it's a really easy way to keep your cash organized. Honestly, people might think this is kind of unsafe, but if I was a robber and I decided I wanted to rob somebody of their wallet, this is not the first thing I would go for because it does not look like a wallet. I stickered it all up. I bought some stickers in addition to the coupon holder when I was at Target. If this doesn't work in the future, I would definitely consider buying something else, but I'm going to see how it works for this first month. So when you open it up, the really nice thing about this is that it has its different areas for cash. As you can see, I already did some of the fun stuff, which is throwing on the labels. Everything in black is a part of my spending, and then I have a few categories back here that are for my sinking funds. I'm not sure if those are going to be my sinking fund categories yet. I know for sure Christmas gifts and car insurance is going to be in there, but I'm not sure if I want to make my future vacation a sinking fund and my bi-monthly hair appointments a sinking fund or not. Anyways, let's get into it. The rest of the categories are pretty much exactly how I plan to spend my money. So the most exciting part about cash envelope stuffing is actually going to the bank. I had my dollar bill list and I said, hey, I have all these funky amount of bills I need you to withdraw from my account, and he pulled them all out and counted them in front of me, and wow, oh wow, was it shocking to see this much cash. The man was really nice and he organized it all, so I know that all this is in order, so I should probably be a little bit more organized. Now I want to revisit my categories. So it looks like I have $50 going to convenience store. I know I have $60 in one, so all this is going to freaking 7-Eleven. I don't know about you guys, but we all have some sort of vice, right? And mine just happens to be convenience store coffee and soda. Look at that. That's my first time ever stuffing. Yeah, I have an addiction. Every single morning I pretty much, well, I do make a lot of coffee at home, okay? But it's never enough, and the coffee at my work literally tastes like acid. So I tend to take a midday trip to 7-Eleven and I grab like $1 coffee. Next category, we have out to eat. So it looks like I allocated $100. I have $2 in fives, or two $5 bills, sorry. 5 $10 bills. So, and I have two $20 bills. Two $20 bills. And all this cash is going to make up my out to eat fund. There you go, out to eat. So the third category I have here is groceries and toiletries, which I've allocated $150. For that category, I have 5 20s and 150. So that's easy enough. Fourth category, gasoline and car wash. Number 4 category has 4 $5 bills and 6 20s. So let's count that out. Next category, clothes, $50. I've been really trying to hold back on the clothes I buy and spending too much money on that, so this is actually kind of a goal for me, is to spend less on clothes. Alright. Next is unplanned events, trips, and expenses. So I'm the type of person whose friends are always like, hey, you want to go on this boat with me? Go to the zoo. That's a really stupid example. I never go to the zoo. But I like to have a little bit of money set aside for when my friends randomly call me and decide that they want to do something, so that I have it in my budget. So category 6, I have 1 $10 bill and 6 20s. And we're good. Getting close to the end here. Home goods. So I love home goods, literally the store, but this category is actually just for like home goods. I love decorating my apartment. 4 10s. Final is alcohol going out, $40. It's pretty self-explanatory. Guilty as charged. This is a fat stack of cash. And you know what? It feels really good to know exactly where my money is going. I love this method. I love writing things down. It's really nice and satisfying to see every dollar going into one place. It feels really good to be really organized and to have complete control over my finances. So I hope that this was helpful for you and that you learned something, or at least you enjoyed watching my fat little fingers stuff this envelope. Only one envelope in my case. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good week, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.